Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video than the past 3 videos that I've been doing on my channel so far. I just want to, have a little bit of variety on my channel, and I love makeup, so today's going to be a makeup video. I want to start this video out by saying sorry about the lighting. I use natural lighting, if you can't tell. So I just showered, so my hair is wet, and I just did my skincare. So I'm going to start off by doing some primer with y'all. Also, when it comes to primer, I will say I'm a little bit high maintenance, just a little bit. I'm putting my mirror here. I put it on the floor just in case it was like in the way, but it isn't. Also, you're on a bunch of books right now. So right now I'm putting on this. I got this like in a little thing from Ulta. It was a bunch of like travel size, trial size sunscreens, and this is a face primer. It says face prime and protect, tinted. I use it because it's tinted. I already have sunscreen on my neck, but because it's that color, I like to put this on my neck so that it matches my face. It looks a little patchy in the camera, but trust, it really isn't. Oh my god, please trust me. So I told you I was a bit high maintenance with primer. So first thing I do is I put the Cali Ray So Blown blurring primer on the back of my hand because I like for it to dry out while I'm doing other primers. So the first primer that I really put on is my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Universal Blurring Balm Powder. This, I never got the hype, especially because I got the universal shade. This is my second one, by the way. This, if you have oily skin, this is a holy grail product of mine. Like, I can't imagine ever doing my makeup without this product. I love glowy products, so I use a lot of glowy products on top of this because this helps keep, like, this is like the shield between my skin and my makeup. It helps my oils not seep through my makeup throughout the day, and it also keeps my makeup looking the exact, like, I haven't used a setting spray since using this. If I'm going to like an outdoor concert, I'll use this and a setting spray, but tonight I'm going to a concert that's indoors, so I'm going because I'm like kind of chaperoning. One of my best friends has a sister who is 16, so she can't really go to concerts that are like at bars alone. So we'll be joining her and her friend. Like, I don't even know who the person I'm seeing is. Now I'm going to be mixing my Wet n Wild Glass Primer, the green one, just because, as you can see, I have a little bit of redness. Put this in the palm of my hand. Kind of running out. I always do stuff in the palm of my hand instead of the back of my hand, except for this primer, just because the palm of your hand soaks up less of the product, so you're wasting less. Then I'm taking, my Live Tinted Hue Glow in Dusk, and this is amazing. This is the mini size. I will most likely be getting the bigger size when I'm done. Also, if you hear any outdoor noises, sorry, my window is open. I'm wearing shorts, so everything, like all the excess of makeup on my hands, I'm just rubbing on my legs. I let this sit and soak in before I put this on. I feel like this just goes on better when it's dry and on dry skin. I don't know. Also, I am like getting over a cold, so if my voice sounds a little grotesque. So I saw this TikTok of this girl. Oh my god, I forget her name. I'll put her right here and the TikTok right here, but I'm gonna put this primer on. I'm just putting this primer in my T-zone, just where I'm the most porous, and I'm just dabbing it in. She did like 90s grungy makeup look. I forget what she called it, but that's like basically what I go for all the time because I never put concealer on my under eyes and I emphasize the darkness on my under eyes just because, I don't know, I like that look. So that's what I'm gonna kind of do. And she did her makeup in a different order than I do mine. So I'm gonna do my makeup in a little bit of a different order than I usually do, but not like completely different. I always start with my base. She started with her eyes. With what I do with my base, I can never start with my eyes. Now I'm gonna take my concealers. I use 2 different shades of the Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer. This is my favorite concealer that I've ever used. I don't even think they sell it anymore. It's just not too dewy, not too dry. It's really perfect. I use the shades Light Medium Beige and Medium Tawny. I do Light Medium Beige first. And I don't use a lot, but like I feel like it is a lot compared to some people. I don't know. So the other day I read Daisy Jones and the Six. So I started watching the show. First of all, the book, it's one of my favorite books. It's on my bookshelf. I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't. It's one of my favorite books I've ever read. But the show is so good. And I'm not gonna spoil it in case you haven't watched it, but I adore Billy. I adore him. So many times I was reading the book like, Billy, I swear to God, I'll fuck you up, brother. I was so ready to jump through the book and beat him up. But by the end of the book and throughout the book, he really like impressed me and he made me proud. And I was just like, wow. Cause he just, and I did cry at the end of the book. I did. He's just such a good man, truly. Good man, good brother, good father, good husband. I love him. I feel like the HD of the phone camera is like way too HD for me. Like, stop showing every single little dot and texture on my skin. And like patchiness of dry. You whore. Okay. So that's all like the base makeup I do because I really like when my skin shows through. I don't think I need cream highlight. I think I'm good on that. So I'm gonna take 2 cream blushes, the Pixie on the Glow blush in Juicy, and the Honest Beauty blush in Cotton Candy. This is the cream cheek and lip color blush. I'm gonna put this in the palm of my hand, just like so. This is a Sonia Kashuk just buffing brush. I'm gonna dip in to the pink. And oh, I usually do bronzer first. How awkward. So I put blush, if you can't tell, everywhere. Literally everywhere, mate. I love blush. But also, by the time I'm done setting my face with powder and it's 2 hours later, there's barely any blush on my face, so I put a lot for a reason. So that definitely looks a bit clowny. Don't worry, don't worry. Don't worry. the butt of the Beauty Blender. She works miracles. I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm just gonna have to rub this on my leg. And did. Now I'm gonna go in with cream bronzer. So the way she did her bronzer, she used a cream stick. I'm gonna use the Milani Supercharged Cheek and Lipstick in Bronze Voltage. I love this bitch. I love it because it looks so dark and intimidating. Like, that looks pretty scary. It really isn't. So I'm also, I think I'm gonna do, this is a trick that I always do for glowy bronzer to stick. This is the Kiko Fruit Explosion Maxi Bronzer in Golden Sand. This is a brush just from the dollar store. I do a powder bronzer first. I do like the Patrick Ta method. He does powders and then creams, and I love that method because I generally think it makes the bronzer or blush stay longer and keeps it really dewy. And I'm all about the dew. I always go crazy with the bronzer on my forehead, like accidentally. I'm gonna take the butt of my Beauty Blender again and go over the bronzer on my forehead because that was just a little too crazy. And then I'm gonna take the cream bronzer. This is the same brush, just a different handle. Actually, I think it's different because I think this one is angled. I'm gonna take this in the palm of my hand, everything in the palm of my hand, because it's just easier. And a big fluffy brush. And I'm gonna go over the bronzer because it'll keep it stuck in place, and it'll also keep it really dewy. Really beautiful glowing skin too. I love that bronzer. I love that method. I love that she did that. Okay. Now this is when I would usually set my face with powder, like loose powder, but I'm gonna do something different today. She goes in with a black liner. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On. I pencil it in 0. Their darker one, or their like blacker black. What is that called? It's so popular on YouTube for years now. I always forget what it's called too. It'll be right here. So she put it in her waterline, in her tight line, and then she put like a little bit on her lash line as well, the other eye. And what she did was, I look crazy, and then she took her fingers and just rubbed her eyes. I'm actually gonna just rub that on my shirt. I don't care. So I'm gonna take my Q-tip and just clean it up down here a little. This is why I didn't set my face yet, because I knew it would be messy. And then she went in with a white eyeshadow. I don't have a white eyeshadow. However, I do have the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. So I'm gonna go over the lid like this. And she just blended it in with her finger again. And again on this side. Loving that. And then she used a black eyeshadow, which the only black eyeshadow I have is in my big ass Jade palette. And she used like a really thin brush and like went against her lashes. And she did a what's it called as well? A wing. I'm not gonna do that until I set my face. And then she blended this out again. I'm just gonna take a really tiny blender brush. I'm gonna drag it out a little, but not crazy. As a girl with brown eyes, I do love black eyeliner around my whole eye. I didn't for a while, and then once I did it, I was like, what the frick was I thinking? I always, when it comes to my eyes, I love to use my fingers. Love to use my hands throughout my whole makeup process. As you have seen. Okay, so I'm going to set my whole face with some Huda Beauty Cupcake setting powder. I think it's in Cupcake or Pound Cake. And I'll be right back. So I just powdered my whole face. And by my whole face, I mean like here and under my eyes. And I put on some powder blush. It was by a brand that we're currently boycotting. I bought it before the boycott, so I'm not going to show it, but I still use it because I spent my money on it. But also, if I've used any brands in here that we're boycotting, please let me know, because I'm not aware of everything, you know? In the TikTok, what she also did is she took a blur, I have a blue, but it's a lot bluer than her blue, so I'm going to be very careful, because she did it very, very, very lightly. And she put it under her eyes, because see how like my under eyes are quite dark on their own? She emphasizes that. I'm also going to, so I'll use this one. This is the Morphe. I think Morphe is the brand we're boycotting. I'm not sure. M504. Gonna dip back into the Jade palette using the color Celestial, like barely. And then I'm taking the ColourPop of Quartz palette and using the shade Granite Access. Just again, 1, 2. And like really, really lightly under the eye. Again on the same, again on the other eye. Like I'm barely touching my skin, by the way. I am gonna blend it out too. Okay. This is another Morphe brush, so please just do let me know if we're boycotting them. I have no idea. Okay, now I'm gonna do a wing. So I'm using the ColourPop liquid liner in numero uno. I'll do this side first so you can see it, and then I'll go off camera to do that side. So with winged liner, it's really, really, really intimidating. I know. The way that I perfected it is years and years of practice. I started with just like a little tiny brush. Hold on. I started with this brush, this e.l.f. brush. See how tiny that is? And an eyeshadow. And then I got this Makeup Forever brush, even tinier, and still used eyeshadow. And then I started to use like a pomade. And then I got into like pens like this. But it took me years to graduate. And I started with brown because for a while I was really intimidated by black and I was afraid of messing up. And it's just so crazy because it's makeup. You can just wipe it right off. So I don't know if you can see. So I really put like, I just raise my brow. I put the tip in like the corner of my eye. And then I flick it out. So I have like hooded eyes, but not the worst hooded eyes. So I have to do my eyeliner with my eyes open. That's also another thing. You have to Not everybody has the same eye shape, so you have to figure out how to do your winged liner best suited for your eyes. I don't like for my wings to be like straight. I like them to be a bit curved because I like the way that makes my eyes look. So I do that little shape and then I just bring it up a little bit. I don't like a thick wing either because I don't like the way that makes my eyes look. And see, like, that went out too far, so I'm just gonna take a Q-tip and try to clean it up. See, I'm messing it up. Okay, so see how that little part there is above the rest of the line? I'm gonna try and get rid of that. Okay. Sorry about the sun right there. So that's one eye done. I'm gonna do the other eye. Also, my eyes aren't the same shape. The hoodedness of my eyes also aren't the same, so I have to do a different shape liner for both eyes. So I'm gonna do this eye and I'll be right back. So I'm actually so glad I did this one off camera because it took me twice as long. I'm not gonna get close up because it's bad. Like, I can't believe I have to go out in public and my wing, it's like it's patchy, it's not good. It's not fun, it's not good. Oh my god, I have a seashell on the floor. Like a little baby one, ready? So cute, no? Okay, so I just did my mascara and my brows off camera. I don't really do much to my brows, just because I like them to look natural. But for my brows, I did my mascara first. I used my Japanesque lash curler. If you have like smaller, like more almond shaped eyes like me, Japanesque, great. Lash curler. I was using like the Tarte lash curler for the past, I want to say 5 years, and I was always wondering why it just, sorry, there's a car, why it just never worked for me. And it was because it was for round eyes. And I used my Milk Kush mascara and my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I have little baby minis because it's easier for me to get through these than the big ones. I feel like I'm wasting product with those. And then for my brows, I used my e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil in deep brown and the Anastasia Brow Freeze with the spoolie that comes with it. It doesn't come with it. It's sold separately. Now, last step, onto my lips. I don't know what lip liner I want to use, so I'm just gonna grab a random one. This is the LA Girl lip liner in Cafe. Just gonna that's not cool enough for me. Let's see what this one looks like. This is NYX Nude Truffle. Okay. I feel like this might be the same exact color. I can't really tell. No, it's cooler toned. I like it better. I then just blend it in. So I brought over 2 lipsticks just in case the one is too light. This is the one I'm gonna go with first, is Juvia's Place in Toffee. I think it would be good. It might be a bit warm, actually. I think I'm really liking that. The other one I brought over is Milani 450 Desire. It's that. Oh my god. Which might be way too dark, so I'm just dabbing it on. Because I like the blotted, like, messy look better. So I think that's good on the lipstick. Now I'm going to go in with the Juvia's Place lip gloss in It's Electric. It doesn't normally look this color. I just use it with brown lipsticks all the time that I stopped caring if the brown got in it. So this is the finished makeup look. I think I'm gonna show you my outfit and my jewelry whenever I put that on. It's currently 4 and I'm not leaving my house till after 6. I love this makeup look. I feel like the white on the eyes was kind of unnecessary because I feel like you can't really see it. So maybe next time I'll add more. I love makeup. I love doing makeup. Makeup is like a form of therapy for me. So I'm so glad that I finally get to share it with you. See you for my outfit. Just some low-rise ASOS jeans and this top that I got from the Adventure Aquarium. And I just tied it. I tied it up in the back so it would give more of like a silhouette. My feet are out. Don't look at my feet. I'm wearing these like oval earrings. Because I always wear just these. But my mom doesn't wear earrings anymore and these were hers. So she was just like, do you want these? So yeah, I took them. I'm gonna probably wear these. I don't even know what they're called. If I had the brown ones, oh, the black ones. I need to get the brown ones though. Sorry that it's shaking. My jewelry box is right here. So I'm gonna look for some rings. And some bracelets. I think I'm gonna wear maybe like these two. And I have some bangles. My mom, she just gave me some bangles yesterday. My mom used to sell jewelry like before I was even like 10. So like the early 2000s. And so she just has like a lot of chunky jewelry. Hold on. That's cool. Oh, this is really cool because this is like wood with fabric around it, if you can tell. That's really cute. Couldn't tell you where they're from because they're just my mom's. I ate some sushi, so my lip came off. I like that ring. I would like this if it wasn't fucking silver. The Peaky Blinders in me just jumped out, sorry. The thumb ring. That's cool. Oh, bag. Also, I just got this necklace from Plato's Closet. I think I'm gonna wear this just because I feel like it goes with the sea theme I'm going with. And I'm gonna wear this bag. This is Guess. I thrifted this at like a local thrift place. These earrings would go nicely as well, but that might be too much blur. Okay. I still didn't put my shoes on, so I'm barefoot. And I didn't take my hair out yet, but this is the fit. I'm gonna wear a jacket because it's like 40 some degrees in Philadelphia right now. But I'll take it off before we go in. Later. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope you liked your time with me. I hope you got something out of this. And if you got nothing out of this, thank you for watching anyway. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And I hope to see you in my next video. Stream darling.